crap. I'm sorry about the lighting and the. I'm starting this. I'm not going to start again. Okay. All right. I'm doing this on my phone, which is what I recorded the drawing on. I apologize for the lighting, the not so good lighting, but you work with what you got. Man, my drawing started really quickly. I got very far very quickly with this drawing. So, I thought I would do another one of these much quicker than I did, but time passes. And I tried to start this. I tried to do this earlier today too. And I have to wait until it's 12 a.m. right now, because that's how loud it is here. So there's Usnia. I named a character and I can't even say the name. Usnia, the nice little happy force spirit. Lovely, wonderful. I just kind of jumped into this, didn't I? How are you doing today? You doing okay? I hope you are. I'm still trying to figure out what is actually wrong with me. Trying to figure out how to make everything not wrong. And in between doing that and applying for teaching English positions online, because I figured why not try. In between all of that, I'm drawing, creating NFTs. I would love to make a video of me creating NFTs, but I never actually. It's difficult. It's difficult to film and do, and honestly, it really sucks. Even today, I drew without filming it, and what I did was 1,000 times better than what this isn't bad. This isn't a bad drawing, but I can do better. That's what gets to me. I'm like, I could do so much better than this. I'm giving YouTube people the good stuff, but the not great stuff. I'd love to give you the great stuff. So I'm continuing to create NFTs. I sold 2 for a total of, what was it? 4.5 Tezos. A single Tezos is worth around $3 right now. So, but here's the problem. I didn't just, maybe I should be talking about what I'm drawing. You don't care. So here's the problem. I also decided, I got a bit wacky, and I decided to buy some NFTs. And I was also, to be honest, I speed up the drawing, because I was like, I don't like this. We don't need to, kapow. Oh man, and it's taking up like most of the screen. I don't know how I'm gonna edit that. Oh, look at that thing go. Maybe I should do that. Just like make some weird sound effects whenever I speed up the video. Alright, to the next one. I brought some tea. But I don't have my flower cup. I'm so sad. And I can't drink it right now because it's like just boiled water at this point, and it burned me. What was I saying? So I bought some NFTs. And I think the total of what I bought was like 6 Tezos or or something like that. So I sold some, but I bought more than I sold. That's how you make money. Always remember, spend more than what you have. That's how you do it. But to be honest, not only did I just wanted to like be a part of it. I felt like I was just minting. This was before I sold anything, I think. So I had minted, I'd listed, I'd tried to be on Twitter and shill my NFTs, and I was doing nothing and getting nowhere. And I was like, I wanna feel more like I'm a part of everything. And so I put out a tweet saying, show me your stuff under one Tezos each, and so I got like hundreds of replies. I looked through all of them, tried to like and retweet and do all of that for everybody, because I want to be supportive. I'm a nice mother bleeper. Don't know why. I'm a nice mother bleeper. I'm so nice, I'm not even gonna cuss right now. So yeah. I retweeted, liked, and one thing that I was kind of hoping for, I was hoping for a lot more followers, and I was hoping that maybe somebody would see my stuff and like it and go buy it, and that didn't work. But I got some good NFTs out of it. So this drawing, much better than the first one, but isn't that always, you gotta warm up. And this is literally, that first drawing was literally my first drawing. That was not my warm-up. Or it was my warm-up, excuse me. It's kind of hard to see the details right now. You know, what I use, it's very hard to see. I hope it's not as hard to see when I do the final video. What I use when I'm drawing for myself, not for camera, is that blue pencil. And I draw so better with that blue pencil, because it's so light. Like I get so like almost manic. Like I'm beginning. I spoke to a therapist on Sunday, and back in America, because I'm in Thailand right now. I spoke to my therapist in America, and I talked to him. I'm like, dude, do I have ADHD? Like, what is going on? Like, I probably have OCPD, obsessive compulsive personality disorder. At least I have over-controlling problem. Oh crap! I have over-controlling issues, and I got a lot of issues. But he's like, he still doesn't think that I've got ADHD, and he was the first person that brought it up. And I went and tried the ADHD medications, and it did make me feel like crap. So I stopped that, and so anyways, what was I saying? So I almost have, he thinks that I've got like mixed bipolar, what's it called? You got manic, you got depressive, and then you have a mixed state or something. So whenever I'm drawing, I get really, I don't know, it's not anxiety, but it's like, and it's one of the hard things about drawing in a sketchbook for me, is that I want to be very physical, but I have to like put all of my physicalness. The only thing that I'm doing is this. Draw. And what I want to do is like have paint and have big, just more. And I just want to like go in and like be physical with it. And I can't. So when I'm drawing with just a regular pencil or anything, like on a tiny little page, I get it's so, like, I have so much energy that it's like I can't contain it, and next thing I know it's just like scribbles, and it's just, this one was really good. I think I could contain my energy. I contained it very well with this. And I actually have a third drawing, I believe, unless I cut it out. I have a third drawing where I did not contain myself very well. Now, this drawing, I don't think I was looking at anything when I drew this. I think I was just, sometimes even when I draw a face and it doesn't have, even when it doesn't have, you wouldn't think that I was drawing from a picture. Sometimes it's almost like having to start from a blank page. Sometimes it's easier to not have to think and not start from a blank page, or from the blank in your head. And so having a picture, having a photograph to start myself going is very helpful, even if I don't follow the photograph at all. You know, like I could just go, okay, well now I'm drawing this on here. I'm drawing the head, and never mind, I'm just gonna keep drawing. Somehow it starts me. It's just what happens. And there we go. It's interesting how you develop a certain style, because I know where these lines and the raining inside, I know where it comes from, but some of it's just aesthetic. Like, honestly, I can't tell you that it completely means something. It just somehow fills in that blank space. Like, if I was drawing a very realistic person, the blank space would be filled up with just the cheek and, yeah, the cheek. But because it's very stylized, this is very blank, and I always wanted to put something there, and then I drew the lines and the raining, and it's almost like I come up with the reasoning after I figure out the aesthetic. I've got the head, I've got the trees coming out of the head, which I came up with a long time ago. I've got the eyes, I don't know what you would call that. The eyes kind of going that 1, 2, 3. I do that a lot. Anyways. Break out the only color that I have with me. The yellow art, what was it called? Art crayon. And it's supposed to be a watercolor art crayon. So in a second I'll get the water out, and I will not screw the paper up, which is amazing. I totally thought I would screw it all up. I'm gonna try to drink this. There's that water. I want to make sure you guys see everything. So I might put the sound on for these videos, because it wasn't very loud. Let's listen to it. Oh, listen to that sound. I've got it on mute for me. So yeah, it wasn't very loud that day. I think I shot this at like 9 in the morning or something. And around here, people are out doing stuff, but the real noise doesn't start until 12 p.m. 12 p.m. to like 11 p.m. It's very noisy. I think I should probably end it with this drawing. This, you know, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Why did I not, like, I don't have to go by order of how I drew them. I have the ability to edit. The second one, or to put the last one in the second position. And I could have finished on this one, which was actually very beautiful, I think. I'm talking myself up. It was very lovely, this one. You know, compared to the other two. It's very nice. I thought the hair worked really well. The lines on the hair. You know, I don't, like I said before, I don't need realism. I don't care. You know, I don't want to go too much cartoony. Like I like to have a blend of stylized cartoonishness, or I don't know what to call it, but stylized with something that looks a little bit more real. I think if this was like a completed drawing, I'd like to do more like real around the eyes and stuff like that. One thing on some of my NFTs, or one of the main ones, like I like to do pop, like kind of popish, pop art kind of style. But it's just not, I have to think a lot more about it because it's not something I naturally do. I don't know what you would call this style. I call this style, I don't want to draw the body. It's called just the head and maybe the neck. That's what I call this style. I mean, basically it's a profile picture. It's not the craziest, you know. But every once in a while I feel like one of those artists that just don't want to draw hands. You know, I'll never get good at drawing hands because I don't want to. And for me, I'll never get good at drawing anything other than the neck, the shoulders, and the head. Because I just don't fucking want to. And there's the clouds, the trees. Kinda wouldn't mind to speed this video up a bit right now. Because I've already seen this. I was there. I was there when this happened. Every once in a while, I don't want to go into politics or anything too much, but every once in a while, especially the first day that Russia attacked Ukraine, and it was like the first day I was sitting. I don't go to a bar every night, but I think I was at a bar. I think I was with my friend at a bar, and we were drinking and playing pool. And every once in a while I would just think, like, there are people right now in a war. And of course there are people suffering and dying every day. But because it was in the news and it's Russia attacking, and like it felt more real than all the other atrocities that happen every day. And so I was sitting there and I'm thinking, Like, it just feels so weird. Like, music is playing and we're not dying or afraid of dying. Technically, you could die at any moment. But, like, right now, there are people fighting, suffering, dying. Their loved ones are dying because of a crazy dude who just wants power and prestige and whatever he wants. And I'm sure it's not just him. I'm sure someone else. I mean, I'm sure the elites of Russia and military and everyone was involved in all of that. And Trump is looking at them going, I wish I could do that. I hope Putin calls me soon. Sorry, everyone. I went there. I'm sorry. Let's get back to the drawing. You know, it's funny, like, I like to draw trees, but I also try very hard, just like what I do with the hair. Like, it's almost like I want moments of realism, but realism is boring. And I was thinking about this too. Like, back in the day when I had art history, I took art history, and this is kind of like a one more no-duh thing. But you know, it's something that I don't really think about in my day-to-day life, or when I was drawing or making art or anything. It's sort of like, right now, we're inundated with images. I mean, you got video, you walk outside anywhere, and if you are at stores or driving down the street or whatever, you know, you're seeing images all over the place, created images. You get onto social media, you can turn on the TV, Instagram, not that people use that much anymore. Oh my god, there's a bug next to my foot. Go away. Okay. I've never been anywhere in Thailand. You would think that in Thailand there'd be bugs all over the place, but so far in any hotel I've ever been in, there hasn't been bugs. But here, there are like, it wasn't a roach, but it was something in between a roach and a regular bug. Anyways, it ran away. I hope you're still here. I hope that didn't mess things up. My battery's running low, 20% dead. Okay, so what I was saying, look at this. This is great. Good job, me. And I'm adding blue. That's one of the very few colors I have. That's my blue pencil I was talking about earlier. It's very hard to show up on video. Blue girl in a yellow world. Maybe that's what I'll call this video, Blue Girl in a Yellow World. That's the title of this ASMR sketchbook video. Alright, here we go. Let's go to the crappy finale. So, what I was talking about earlier. So I was in art history, and it was a long, long time ago, and obviously it stuck with me. It was years and years, and years and years and years. But one of the things, you know, the reason I kept this was because of the pin. I thought it's good sounds. Let's listen to these sounds. So I was trying to like just do things. I've done this before, specifically even with this pen, where I want to be more expressive. Maybe it would be more helpful if I looked at actually this one I was looking at a picture. That's because there's a hand involved. Like, wow, I would never put a hand there. It's because I was looking at a picture. They had their hand like this against their cheek. So, okay, back to my story about art history. So one thing that I heard about that was sort of a no duh, and it struck me that way when I first thought about it, was the idea of people being like marveling at a painting of Niagara Falls and the majesty of the painting of Niagara, not just the majesty of Niagara Falls, but the majesty of the painting of Niagara Falls. Because the average person, before TV, before photographs, before anything, the average person's never going to go see Niagara Falls. They're never going to go see the Grand Canyon, or for that matter, anything that existed outside of the country of America, The average person didn't have access. They couldn't just hop onto the interstate and drive for 12 hours or 5 or however long. They couldn't get into an airplane. They couldn't get there. And so one of the things that I think it was the teacher, the professor, pointed out or said was that they'd bring like magnifying glasses, and they would make it'd be like you going to see a movie, like a really great Marvel, the last not Justice League. That's the bad one. The last Avengers, like the last Avengers movie, where like there was a lead up. You had some excitement, like, oh, what's gonna happen? How are they gonna stop Thanos? And so people would be like, they'd make a night of it. We're gonna go see this painting. We're gonna go to the gallery. We're gonna see all these different paintings. And they would, stand around and talk about it and go, wow, like Niagara Falls. The water's crazy, guys. And now I can get onto Instagram, get onto Twitter, get onto YouTube, the internet, and I am bombarded with images. TV's so many images happening at once that it makes it seem like the person's moving. But it's just image after image after image, screenshot after screenshot after screenshot to create a moving image. And this would destroy people's minds back in the day. They would look at this and they'd go, honestly, that's okay. I could have stopped right there. It's a lot. I'm enjoying this better than I enjoyed it when I was drawing it and after I edited the video. So this is the last color I have, pink. Anyways, first of all, they'd look at this and go, this is crappy, because it doesn't look like a real person. Because back before they had photographs, they had to draw everything like it was real. They didn't have to, but they expected it. That's what I don't understand. I still don't understand. There are a lot of, on Twitter, while I'm doing all this NFT stuff, there are a lot of, I feel weird talking about this. a lot of African, not African American, but African, oh man, that's loud. Like, where is it? Kenya? I don't think it's Kenya. There are a lot of Africans, and they're all trying to do hyper-realistic drawings. And I'm like, why? Why specifically? It seems like the less developed the country, the more they still conceptualize art as being, it's good when you can draw or create something that looks real. And there's a lot of craft to it, there's a lot of skill involved. But when I look at it, I just go, okay, all right. And they always try to do, it reminds me of, in art history as well. There are, we know the paintings where it's just grapes and a wine bottle and still life, right? And and the reason they did that is basically to show off. They would take that still life and they'd show it to their possible patrons and they'd go, look how effing good I am. I am so amazing. Look at these grapes. You want to eat these grapes, don't you? And then the rich people would be like, damn, I want to eat those grapes. They look like real grapes. I want to eat them. I'm getting hungry. You're making me hungry, artist. And the artist would be like, I know. I'm amazing. I can totally draw your little dog and your child. And I can draw you. And you'll be looking down, because they would draw the rich person, and the rich person would be like this. And the reason the rich person would be like that was because it's like, I'm so powerful, I'm so amazing. It's some Donald Trump shit. I'm so fucking great. I have so much money. I've paid this artist to paint me and my family, and even just me by myself just looking down on you because I'm so amazing. And look at this still life. The artist that I commissioned to do my work, I also bought this still life of grapes and a wine bottle because holy shit, don't you want to eat these grapes? And everyone would go, wow, the artist you got was so good. And the thing is, like, these dudes from Kenya or wherever, like, that's what they're doing. They're doing, it's mostly like charcoal and pencil drawings. And it's like very often it'll have a face and then it'll have like water. They love that. They love taking a photograph because that's where it's all done. It's kind of obvious that they're looking at a photograph and they're studying the photograph and they're drawing and they're being very, again, like I don't want to put it down because it involves a lot of skill and a lot of patience and skill and patience that I can't even stay on a drawing for more than no, that's not true. Actually, I can stay. This is just sketchbook stuff. But yeah, like I don't want to sound like I'm putting them down or whatever. I just don't get it. I also don't get photography as an art form. I get that's the thing. I get photography as an art form, and I get their drawings as an art form. But I don't get what they get out of it. I don't understand. Especially the photography. I think I understand photography even less than I understand I don't know. Never mind. So at this point, like I'm still drawing, and I like having something to go back to, like when I don't know what to talk about. Oh, that's nice. Good job, me. But I have no idea how I would be able to talk about my actual drawing for this amount of time. Unless maybe, if I was drawing while I was doing it, which I've tried to do. But I like to have my face up here. And I know you guys do too. I know you like my face too. Right? Don't say no. That'd be hurtful. That'd be really mean. Why would you say no? That's a jerk move. You know? Your hair is falling out. Stop it. I'm insecure. I'm glad there's low light. I'm glad that I could turn on. There's actually lights above me. I was like, no, we're not going to do that. So this is nice. I've said this before, but when I'm drawing on camera, I get a little bit anxious of like, I've got to keep drawing and keep going fast because people are watching this and I don't want to bore them. And that usually makes my drawings not that great. I don't like that I put the crying thing there. That didn't need it. It didn't need the crying. Or whatever that is, the lines. I like the lines, the raining. I'm not digging the crying. That feels very Kiss. Old school. Like it had enough with the line. And this. Yeah, with my limited materials, there's not a lot that I can, like once it gets to this, my hand, get that hand out of the way. So, I'll run out of things to say. That's okay. I talked about the art thing. I was rambling while I was, because I kind of have to edit the video a little bit and then export it so that I can watch it on my iPad and then I'm recording on my phone. And then I'm gonna have to take it and do all of this stuff. Anyways, while I was kind of editing this and kind of getting it all put together, I was thinking like, what can I talk about? What can I say? And I thought about that. I thought about the Niagara Falls and the people, the women. I don't know why I thought of women, but it's women that like would have their little magnifying glasses and they'd go, oh, look at the paint strokes. Oh, it's so magnificent. Niagara Falls, can you imagine? Can you imagine such an amazing sight? Now we're like, take us to the metaverse. Blast us off into space and let us see marvelous. God, imagine taking those women or guys, taking them to the Avengers movie. Like, they'd be in a state of shock. What is happening? You'd have to try and explain to them computer-generated images and graphics and film and recorded sound, and this is nice. Nice, smooth lines with a little white pen. Smooth lines. finish drawing at this point. That's lovely. Good job, dude. Good job. That first one. Alright. You know, I liked the tree. I liked everything. It was fine. It was okay. I liked using it down there. It was just when I made that head in the sky, like, what is that? What am I doing there? Second picture. Oh, that was good. That was a good one. Along with the yellow background and the blue face. Wonderful. Wonderful. Kind of gets the blue, the light blue and the yellow. It really works together. I'm getting a bit bored of the clouds, and I'm getting a bit bored of the trees coming out of the head. But I'm so used to that. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the next one. Like, the thing is, like, I do want to have a sort of, like, visual language of my own. Like, I really like it when you see an artist and they have their own language and you're like, oh, that's definitely such and such's work. So it's like, I like to have my own visual language. Okay, the last one again. Like, if I had stopped it, man, I'm going back and forth in time. Like, boom. No. Right around 31-minute mark. That's good. Without no tears. Very basic, just a black, white, and yellow. Even before I introduced the pink pen. When it was just black, white, and yellow, it was really nice. Alright, but the final's fine too. Just a lot of just overworked. But whatever. You create, you learn, you create some more. You learn, you create some more. And I'll leave it at that. Guys, I love you. You're wonderful. I hope people watch this video. If you don't, then I don't love you. You'll never see this. You'll never know. You'll never know that I don't love you. So anyone who sees this, obviously I love you. Wonderful. I'll see you later. It's getting hot in my room because I have the air conditioning off. And bye-bye. 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 I wish this was the happy flower cup. I'm so sad. It's just a boring cup. Okay. Bye, guys. I love you. Bye-bye.